Hi there, my name is Maggie Panter, and I just want to take a few minutes to explain my story on how I became a Beachbody coach and what it means to me and what the business is all about. So first of all, if you're watching this, I just want to let you know that it means that I really believe, or someone really believes, that you will make an unbelievable coach and that you could really help a lot of people. And that is truly what this business is all about, is helping people. So that being said, I really hope that you take all this in and feel free to ask any questions to me or whoever contacted you and sent you this video. So, jumping right into things. Beachbody is a very established business, and it is prestigious, and they are the creators of great workout programs like Insanity and P90X and Turbo Fire and all of those great things that have really been changing people's lives. So my story is not crazy interesting, but it is similar to, I think, a lot of people who end up joining and becoming a coach. It all started with skepticism. I was very skeptical at first. My sister was the one who kind of started it all. I have three sisters, and now all four of us are Beachbody coaches. But it started with the oldest sister, and she became a coach, and she just was dominating. You know, her passion about it and her passion for it was awesome. But it was kind of intimidating to me at the time, and not because she was being pushy at all. It was just I was uncomfortable putting myself out there the way that she was, and I didn't know how it was going to work. I had been a part of other network marketing or pyramid scheme businesses in the past, and I was just worried of the pressure to have to sell to people, and just I don't like being sold to. No one does, and I didn't want to be a person doing that again. I had done nails, I had been involved in makeup and jewelry, and every time I got excited about one of those businesses, I lost that interest because it became about money, and it became about how many prizes and rewards and benefits I could get from selling. And I didn't like that. And that just was not a good fit for me. And so I was hesitant because I automatically assumed that this business was the same. And I will explain to you that it's not. So when I did a little bit more research, I still was uncomfortable. I was pregnant at the time, and I was doing research, and I just didn't know if I wanted another thing on my plate. I had just started a new job, and expecting a baby, and I joined. But I didn't do anything with it. I took it very slow and just was doing the workouts, about a challenge pack to join, to waive the initial coaching fee. And I was doing my workouts and loving it. I loved the workout that I purchased and drinking Shakeology and loving that stage, but I wasn't ready to jump in and coach people yet. And it's intimidating, and I was scared. So once I was like really watching what my sister was doing and seeing how she was interacting with people and hosting these challenges and just changing people's lives, I realized that I can do that. Gosh, I want to do that. I was a PE teacher, so I was doing that anyway. I was helping children learn and young people learn about health and fitness and how to take care of their bodies. And that's what I am doing now. And I love it. I am so passionate about health and wellness. And with my history, with autoimmune issues that I had, this was the perfect way for me to jump in and say, I don't want you to go what I went through. And so that was my, I guess, aha moment, was saying, relating. This is what I went through, and I want to share that with people. And so that's what it started off with at first, is I really wasn't into the fitness side of things. I was in the nutrition side of things. I was worried because I wasn't making any sales, but I was doing these challenges, and people were having this great response and great results. And it made me feel so good. And then I realized, guess what? It's not about the sales. It's about helping people, and it's about connecting with people. And that's what I love most. That's what I love doing. So I have been a coach now for about, I don't know, a year and a half. It'll be 2 years this fall. And I, took it slow. I would take a few steps forward, and then, that's uncomfortable for me. Then take a few more steps forward, and then, okay, stop here. It's a little bit more uncomfortable for me. Just because it took me a while to get my feet wet and really understand what this business is about. And now that I know, I wish I would have jumped into it, full-fledged head first, right when I joined back in October of 2013. And there's so much relationship building and confidence building, and learning from mistakes, making mistakes, and learning from them, and just it's all about connecting and helping one another. And it really is about making our planet a fitter place, and that's what I want to be a part of. More about the business. The business is very reputable, like I said before. They're featured on the news. Their products are featured on the news and magazines and talk shows, and people know what the Beachbody products are. Even if they don't know what Beachbody is, they know what the products are, and that just says a lot. In this business, you get 25% commission on any sales from your site. So whether you told the people to go to your site or not, so you made the sale, or someone just went to your site on their own, you get 25% of that. It's kind of cool because there's really no pressure to sell. You don't have to make a certain number of sales, or there's no pressure to rank advance. If you want to work the business, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. Or if it's not the right time, that's fine too. That is exactly how I was. I wasn't ready. I was pregnant. I was going through other things at that time, and I just didn't know how to do it at first. And it took me some time to study it and learn on my own time. But I tell you what, once I got there and I learned it and I was motivated, I took off. So there's no pressure in that way. You're paid weekly. You can do it where it's a direct deposit, or you can get a check. You get as a coach, you get 25% off of all of the products. You have first access to all the products, so anything that comes out that's new, you get it first. As a coach, you get free trainings, free webinars, conference calls, anything to be successful. You get to learn it for free, and you get a mentor for free. I would be your mentor, and you get me. So you can ask questions if you're going through struggles. I've been there, so I will be there to help you at every stage and every step of the way. There's no stocking of products, so you don't have to buy all the products first and then sell them. I know that that's how some businesses work, and it's not like that for here. They order directly from your website. There's no need for home parties or anything like that. If you don't want, you don't have to have those to be successful. You can host those, but they're not necessary. That you do not have to be a nutritionist or a personal trainer or anything like that. The best part of Beachbody is that all of those programs, that's what they do. They have a schedule for what workouts you're supposed to do in the program, and they all come with nutritional programs for you to follow. So it's perfect. You don't have to be an expert in any of those regions. You are there to inspire, to support, and to provide accountability for the people who come to you for it. That's why they're coming to you, because they think that you can help them in that way. When I say that I was doing my nutritional challenges, those were just based on what I've learned, what I've gone through, and from my own experiences. I'm not a nutritionist, but people really want to know what I do in my nutrition, and that's what I share. And I share my experiences, and my detoxes are intense, but they love them, and people have really great results. And so I incorporate those into my own challenges, but that doesn't mean that you have to do that. You get to be creative and just go with what you know and what you feel comfortable with. And if it's throwing your own nutritional flair, that's fine. Or if it's just sticking to whatever the program provides, that's great too. You're helping people either way. So one of the coolest things about this business, I think, is just the huge support network that you have. Everyone wants you to be successful. It's not competitive. My sisters want me to be successful. The lady down the road wants me to be successful. Every Beachbody coach works together to help one another. It's no big deal if someone wants to borrow something from you or use your idea. Like, everyone's there to support one another, and I think that is so awesome. Startup is just $39.95, and then you pay $15.95 a month for them to work your website for free. So your website has email, it has all of your compensation. Anyone who comes to your site is tracked on your online office, on your website. Also, all of your sales happen there, and you don't have to keep track of any of that. It's all run by Beachbody. And so for me, please, you can have $15 a month to do that, because I can't keep my mind straight enough to do that. So it's wonderful to have that website already done, set up for you. So you can cancel at any time. There's no obligation to stay. There's no penalty fees or anything like that. If it's not for you, then you don't have to do that. If it is a good fit, like I said, there's no pressure to sell. So you can stay in there and work the business on your time. If you want to take some time off, that's fine. If you're motivated and you have these goals that you want to meet, whether they're financial or physical or you're just so inspired to help people, whatever your goals are, you can reach them with this business. And the accountability that you have, both physically and goal-oriented, with your surrounding and your support network, is amazing. I hope that makes sense. It really is like a family, and it's just a great business. That was just the basics of the business side of things, but there's just so much more to that. There's just so much more connecting with people than you could ever believe. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this, and I just hope that you have a great day.